guys, Shyleen, Shawn here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please take the time to hit the subscribe button down below. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate it. This is my second time filming this video because I just filmed it and then a big ass horsefly blew across my face, so I had to stop the video and go kill it. You know I do not play. If you're new here, I'm 21. I'm a full-time reseller. I've been reselling full-time since May 17th, and I've been reselling since October of last year. These are what sold videos, and I'm giving y'all the inside scoop into my spreadsheet, my business, my income, my profit, how many items I sold. It's a very taboo topic. Not too many resellers talk about it. I do. If you don't talk about it, girl, that's on you. I don't care what you do with your business, what you do with your channel. None of my business. I discuss my numbers here. This is my place. And I feel like I help a lot of people in discussing my numbers. Because when I first started reselling, there were a lot of like top dog, top notch resellers that I was watching, and none of them discussed their profits, how many items they sell, their return on investment, none of that. So I really had no idea of, you know, what was my potential. You know, I can only imagine that these people are making like $5-6 grand a month, but I have no idea because they don't discuss their numbers. So this is to kind of give you guys full-time, part-time, not even a reseller, just here to support your girl, just an inside scoop of what is very possible, what is a very possible reality for you to be living if you do decide to resell full-time on the Poshmark app. Mind you, I've only been reselling since May 17th, so my numbers are the main thing I was focused on was getting my numbers to the same place that I was making at my old job, because then it made sense. I'm working less and I'm making the same amount of money. Technically I make more than I was making there, but when you look at how much money I have to reinvest in my business and all of the tools and supplies I have to buy, it's a lot of money. So I do have a paper here. I did what sold during week 1, 2, and 3 of July. Week 4 of July was 7 days, and then we had 3 days that went into the 5th week of July. So I'm just going to tell you guys a couple of those sales that sold. There's not going to be a full what sold video. This is more of a July wrap up to really look at my sales from the month as like an all-encompassing thing. So what did Shyleen sell in July? I sold 109 items. 109. I'm gonna pull up my spreadsheet so you guys can see my growth. Last month I sold, not last month because it's August now, but in June I sold 83 items, and in May I sold 52. So since May I have doubled the amount of items that I'm selling. Sold 109 items. I spent $517.69 on those items. But I turned that $517 into $2,029 bucks. My profit was $1,509. My average sales price is $1,860, and that isn't like the sales sticker price. That is the average amount of money that I make after fees and shipping discounts and all that extra jazz. That's the average amount of money that gets deposited into my Poshmark account after each sale. The average time it takes me to move something is 3.7 weeks. Currently, it did go up. I was at a 3.2. And my return on investment right now is a 2.9. So it's pretty damn good. I'm flipping my money close to 3 times. Right now, minimum, I like to make at least $10 profit on an item. Of course, if I'm going to spend 15 bucks on a dress, I need to make more like $50 on that dress. So, you know, if I need to make more than $10 profit if I'm going to spend 15 on something. But I like to keep my profit over $10 per piece. If I can flip my money 3 or 4 times, I'm pretty happy with that. So that's really like the all little encompassing my stats for the month. So most of those sales were on Poshmark, but 17 of those sales were on Mercari, and I will let you guys know that 11 of those sales from that whole shebang were from my personal closet. So those items were counted as a $0 profit because that cash has been consumed. I've had those items for months in my closet. I've worn those items. They were my personal things. I do keep track of them in my spreadsheet though, just because I want to keep track of what brands are selling, and a lot of those items that I've sold from my own personal closet, because they've been plus size, brand really doesn't matter when you're buying cute plus size stuff, and I think that's a really good tip to give you guys, because I sold a freaking shirt that I got from Burlington I sold it for $15 full asking price on Poshmark, and I paid 12 bucks for that shirt, and the brand is Como Black, which is like nothing special, but it was a cute plus size shirt. So when you're buying plus size, don't pay attention to brand as much. Keep it cute, trendy, modern, and stylish, something a plus size woman wants to wear, something that's not frumpy or not shapely or anything like that. So yeah, that's just a little tip about plus size. So 11 of those 109 were sold from my personal closet, 17 of them sold on Mercari, the rest from the 109 sold on Poshmark. So we'll go into my Mercari sales because it is important. I am making more money on Mercari every month. I do cross list every single item in my Poshmark closet to my Mercari. I started off only doing like plus size and then things I had stock photos for, but now I just cross list everything. It's such a quick and easy process to cross list from Poshmark to Mercari that it just makes sense. And even if something doesn't sell on Mercari, I still don't feel like I wasted my time, because I'm still making a decent amount of sales over there on that platform, and it takes me such a little amount of time to do it that I would rather have the possibility of me being able to make a sale than for me to say no, that's a waste of time. So just my personal opinions about Mercari. People DM me all the time like, how can I make more sales, you know, and I always tell them, you know, are you cross-listing? I don't cross-list to eBay just because of what's going on with eBay. That's just my personal preference. I don't want to deal with the platform right now. Maybe in the future I will, but I do cross-list everything to Mercari, and I always tell them that, and so many people tell me they haven't had luck on Mercari, and honestly, I can just say, wouldn't you rather have it over there than to sit there and think, damn, it could have sold, but I didn't cross list it because I thought it was a waste of time. That's how I look at it though. Mind you, I don't have any separate obligations. I don't have a part-time, I don't work anywhere else. This is my 100% full-time job. I don't have children. I don't have a niece I babysit every other day. I don't have any other obligations. So for me, taking, you know, 10 minutes to cross-list is nothing. If it works in your schedule, I would try it, but yeah. So majority of my Mercari sales were plus-size items. 3 of them were from my personal closet, and 14 of them I purchased to resell, and I did $242 in profit on Mercari. So I sold 4 new tags items over there. I sold 6 plus size items, 1 men's item, 2 pairs of shoes, 2 like dress / tunic items, and then 4 other, which were like, I think, short sleeve tops. And then I sold my Brahmin bag on Mercari as well. So that came from my personal closet. So now we're going to talk about some of the items that I sold during the 4th / 5th week of July. One of the first items I sold, and I sold this in a couple of hours, it was a really quick turnaround time, was a Rise of Dawn play suit. The tag, I could just tell by the tag and the style that this was probably sold on Revolve. I look it up in the store and it's on Revolve. Really cute striped romper with a ruffle hem on the bottom. I paid $250 for that, and my earnings were $24, so I made a profit of $21.50. And I already knew that was going to sell really quick. I went back and forth with the lady just because I would have accepted her initial offer if the item had been posted for like a week or 2 weeks, but I had just posted it. So I held out for my 30 bucks I wanted for it, and I made over $20 profit, so that's always good. Next item I sold was also a really quick turnaround time. It was a Kate Spade red polka dot Corey dress. I paid 16 bucks for this at Clothes Menor using one of my 20% off coupons. They had it priced at $20 originally. And mind you, this is a dress that retailed for over 400 bucks. And I priced that at, I believe, $150. I sent out an offer for $125 with free shipping. So my earnings were $93.51 and my profit was $77.51, which is amazing. Listen, that's like my gas and electric bill for the month. But the $93.51 earnings was also good because I spent $91 at Clothes Menor that day. So selling this one dress paid for my whole trip. Mind you, I still had lots of items to resell from that trip and 2 items I bought for myself, and I still made profit. So That was a super good sale. And then I also wanted to show you guys one of my flops, because shit is not always peachy keen over here. Shit hits the fan quite often, to be quite honest with you. I sold a vintage Pendleton blazer. Pendleton is one of those brands that retails really high and the resale rate is really just not there, but they make such classic blazers and just such classic nice styles. Everything's very top-notch quality, very well made, so I always find myself picking it up even if it doesn't sell, because they're just nice pieces. I like seeing them in my closet. I paid $540 for this blazer. My earnings were $16 and I made a profit of $10.60. A profit of $10.60 is not bad for me. I'm okay with that 110%. But the fact that it took me 14 weeks to sell this dress is the part that I'm not okay with. I'm not in the storage business. I like shit gone in 3 weeks. 3-4 weeks, I'm ready to get out of my house. So that was definitely a bad buy. It was plus size, so I think that definitely helped it sell. But it was kind of bulky and the style just wasn't there, and it wasn't a really cute color. If it was a better color, it would have sold better, way quicker. But it was a bad buy. Whether or not the profit was there, it's not something I would pick up again. Another important factor to note is that surprisingly, I had 2 $0 days in July. I was not expecting that. I was on a really high train of selling at least one thing a day. But on the 27th, which was a Friday, I had a $0 day. And then the last day of the month, the 31st, I had a $0 day. And I listed 13 items that day and cross-listed them to Mercari. So I was super surprised that I had a $0 day. But Wednesday, August 1st, listen honey, I did over $100, which is great, but we're not going to talk about August because this is what sold in July. And then for the month of August, I'm also not going to be doing a like what sold every week video. I'm going to go back to my monthly what sold videos. Not to say if I don't have like a crazy $300 day that I might not hop on this camera and show you guys everything that sold. Because if that happens, I definitely will. But I'm going to stray away from this weekly jam that I've been doing. I might bring it back in a couple months or so. But yeah, we're back to months. So these are all the different categories of the items I sold this month. I sold 10 tank tops, 10 short sleeve tops, 8 long sleeve tops, 1 sweater, 3 blazers, 2 athletic pieces, 10 pairs of pants, 1 pair of capris, 2 pairs of jeans. I sold surprisingly 6 skirts, and all of those skirts sold really quick. I know skirts are a harder sell right now, but if you can find plus size skirts or like new at tag skirts or like trendy skirts, buy them, because that was literally everything I sold from that. They were either plus size, like super trendy, or new at tags. I sold 5 tunics, 1 romper, which was that Rise of Dawn romper from Revolve. I sold 4 belts, 1 bra from my personal closet. I bought it for myself and it didn't fit, so that whole thing happened. I sold 2 handbags, 4 different swim items, 1 scarf, 6 men's items. And then we get into what was like more of a hefty category for me. I sold 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. I sold 28 dresses during the month of July. If you look at my Poshmark closet, every other item you see is probably going to be a dress or a pair of shoes. That's really what my closet is heavy on right now. I also sold lots of plus size items. I sold 21 different plus size items. And I sold 5, 10, 15. I sold 19 pairs of shoes during the month of July. So lots of shoes and shoes and dresses. That's my niche. I can typically find them for cheap and sell them for high. And those are the items that I have a higher return on investment for. And those are items I like listing and looking at. And I don't know, I like selling dresses because I love wearing dresses. So that's pretty much it for this video. It's kind of an all-encompassing view of what I did for July 2018 on Poshmark and Mercari. Like I said, I took $517 and turned it in $2,027. But 11 of those items were at a $0 profit because they were from my personal closet. So I would say roughly $200 of that maybe came from my personal closet. Average time I took to sell items, 3.7 weeks. Return on investment 2.9, just to give you some numbers so you guys know what you could be doing as full-time resellers, or just seeing where there are more opportunities for you to further your business as a part-time reseller. Or if you don't resell at all, giving you some numbers on what you could potentially do. Reselling's been great for my mental health. It's been great for my stress, for my anxiety. It's nice when you don't work customer service and you don't, I mean, this is kind of still a customer service. I don't talk to too many of my customers. It's usually just like counter offering back and forth. But when you work somewhere where customers feel like it's okay to berate you, not my last job, but I worked at McDonald's for 3 years, and if you work fast food, you know how sick and horrible people can be. People literally disgust me. Like, I don't understand how some people are so rude to fast food workers and treat them like absolute shit when you're busting your ass for pennies. But it's just nice to not have to deal with that. It's nice to not have to request off days, to not have to set alarms in the morning if you don't want to be able to do what you want. It's freedom. I typically only work maybe like an hour to 4 hours a day, if that, and it's great. I love it. But that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you took something from this video. I'm being very vulnerable with my numbers. That is something very private and very secret, you know, how much money you bring home a month, because you really let yourself be open to judgment, and like not only judgment, but just like, I don't know. It's just, it's something really vulnerable, so I hope you guys appreciate it, and that is all I have. I will see you guys probably tomorrow in another video, and yeah, hope you're subscribed if you're not, and that's all I have to say. I'm kind of dragging this out, aren't I? I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.